Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to download music from YouTube for free. Legally, in quotation marks. Okay, so first of all, what you want to do is go to Google, type in JDownloader. What? Yeah, okay. JDownloader. Okay. Go to their page, it's jdownloader.org. I'll put the link in the description. Go to download, Windows. Well, if you're on Windows, if you're on Linux or Mac, go there. I uninstalled this because I wanted to specifically show the install process, because there are a lot of these programs, such as Daemon Tools, and this might be one of them. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones that did this or not, but a lot of this freeware, it'll try to give you potentially unwanted programs. So I wanted to, do this so people could see that, the proper way to install it, to uncheck certain checkboxes and things like that. Okay, so here is the RAR. Okay, extract files. I already had it, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Okay, it's not letting me find the folder, so JDownloader. Okay, it's because I was typing J. Alright, so here's the installer. It's gonna download. I'm just gonna leave this uncut because, like I said, I want everybody to understand, that you got to watch out for these potentially unwanted programs. And a lot of the times, they're just like, they'll change your search provider, or something small like that, but still yet it's just it's stuff that you don't want. So I know a lot of programs, they like to try to give you Chromium and stuff like that, which, I mean, whatever. There's people that actually use that web browser, so. Okay. Click Advanced. Okay. I don't want a desktop icon or a quick launch icon. C, it's fine. Accept. See, here we go. Search offer. Install Bing powered with Chromium. No. See, decline. Don't even click accept. If you click accept, it'll still download it. You can't just uncheck the box. You have to click decline. Now, see, they do that because it makes people think that if they click decline, that it'll actually close the window, but it won't. It just, it just declines that offer that they're trying to give you. So right here, I'll probably cut it because it is downloading, and whenever it finishes, I'll come back. Okay, guys, so once it's downloaded, it'll take you to the JDownloader's website, telling you, thank you for installing or whatever. And then once you launch the program, you should get a screen like this. Now, there might be updates or something, and it might have to update before you get here, but this is what you should see. Okay, so now we need to go to YouTube. Okay, now we'll just do free open source music. Okay, here we go. This is free. Okay, so we're going to copy the link address. Okay, and then JDownloader should have picked it up. And as you can see, it did here. Okay. Now, on yours, it saved my settings from the previous install, but on yours, most likely, all of these will be checked. Okay. You don't want that. Uncheck all of them except for the audio files. Okay. Now, if JDownloader for some reason didn't grab the link from your YouTube video, what you can do is click here, click add new link, and then just paste it in right here and click continue. See that there is the link from the YouTube video, which link I copied. Okay, basically what it does is it pulls links from your clipboard and puts them into the link grabber. Okay, so we're not going to do that because we already got it. Then all you do is you click play. Okay, and it'll tell you that you need FFmpeg. Go ahead and install it. It shouldn't take long. It's just a I think it's a codec. It's either a codec or some type of converter, but it's also open source. Alright, I'm going to let that download, and then whenever it's finished, I'll be right back. Okay, so as you see here, it's finished installing. It asks at the end of the installation of FFmpeg, which I already had on my computer. I'm not sure why it made me install it again, but asks you if you want to add one and remove 0 or something like that. Just go ahead and click yes, continue, and then JDownloader will restart, and then you'll get this. Now, there's a few things I want to tell you about JDownloader. First of all, you can even download video. See, like video files. If you click that checkbox, you can download video files with it. Now, obviously, there's things you have to realize about like copyright and stuff like that. If the music is on a open source type thing, like this particular album, then it's completely fine to have it. The other music, music that you don't have the right to download, I guess do that at your own risk. I mean, all the stories I've ever heard about people going to jail are people that distribute software or music, things like that. But I'm not saying it's impossible that you download something and you go to jail for downloading it, copyright infringement or whatever. I mean, I think it's more reserved for people that make money off of other people's work. But anyway, I won't go into that. But yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty big thing here. I guess it's a full album. It's like an hour. My internet is really slow, as you can see. I max out at around 3 megabits, so there's that. But also, there's a few things you can do that I just like to tell you real quick. You can go into settings, right? And let's say you don't want you downloading your songs or whatever to impact your network negatively and make everything else have to buffer and things like that. You can go down here to speed limit, click this checkbox, and you can assign a speed. So let's say I really want it low because my internet's bad. All right, I could probably do streaming movies without, I mean, if they're low quality, I could probably sacrifice about 100 kilobytes. So as you can see, you set the limit and the speed changes. There's another thing here. Max chunks, right? What this will do is it allows multiple connections. So for some hosters, what will happen is they'll basically throttle you to like 50 kilobytes a second, something like that, something really crappy. And sometimes you can get away with it from this, because what it will do is it'll connect to the same host a bunch of different times. And so sometimes it'll let you get faster downloads, providing your internet is good enough to do that. Mine really, can't take advantage of it that often. Max simultaneous downloads. With this, if you had a whole bunch of songs, and if you have a pretty good internet, you can just like crank this up, and then it would just download a bunch of them at the same time. So that I guess pretty much concludes this tutorial. If you have any questions, anything like that, feel free to ask questions down below. I always try to answer comments, unless they're relating to much older videos. Like I had one on installing custom firmware on the 3DS. And since then, there's been many revisions, and there's all kinds of new ways to do it and stuff. And my 3DS, it already has the custom firmware on it. So, I just try to make videos about things that I do, or that I have been doing, that I find really useful, that other people might find useful. Like for that particular video, I have no reason to upgrade to a newer firmware to try to install the custom firmware on it. So a lot of those questions, if you ask me stuff like that, I'm not really gonna know. I mean, I can probably point you in the direction of a forum or something like that where you might be able to get the information. But as far as me knowing it myself, I don't really keep up with everything surrounding a topic. But if you have any questions, I might be able to answer them. Just leave me a comment. If you like this video, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more tech-related things, maybe some gameplay videos, be sure to subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, so there's one final thought that came to my mind after I stopped the recording. The default, if you're on Windows 10, the default music player should play these files, but they are saved as a, let me see here, what is the file format? M4A. So if it doesn't work, then you might need to download a VLC media player. And that's pretty simple. I'm sure there's a million videos about VLC. I'm sure a lot of you probably already know about VLC. So for me, I'm on Windows 10, and Groove Music plays them just fine. I just checked after I stopped the video. But yeah, I just wanted to jump back in and tell you guys in case, avoid maybe some possible confusion. All right. Until next time.